My friend invited me to a family funeral of theirs. Would it be intruding if I went? The cliché is that funerals are for the living, not the dead, and like a lot of clichés, there's more than a little truth in there. If your friend invited you and considers you like family, attending to support your friend is appropriate. Not weird at all. I've been to dozens of funerals, and oftentimes it's for support for someone I know in the extended family. When my dad died, loads of my friends were there who hadn't met him, and it was hugely comforting. No, you are there for your friend, not the dead. The dead don't care. If your friend is inviting you, they need you there. Go. Don't even think about it. One time I went to a wake with my good friend to support her during her father's death. She mentioned needing support, but also that her family treated her differently than her twin brother. Got there, was a foot taller and the only blonde in heels at the wake. Got a bunch of stares and weird looks. Got to the second half of the event at a family member's house, and she was pulled aside and asked to leave to not cause drama. She had a very poor relationship with her mom at the time. All this to say, I went thinking it was going to be awkward but wanting to support a friend. I realized once I was there, I was very much there for support from the rest of her family, not for the death of her father. I was so glad I went. I couldn't have imagined her leaving her father's wake alone after being told to leave by her own uncle. Sometimes an invite is more important than you realize. If they invited you, then they wanted you there. You should definitely go. Is this an American thing? In my country, they might have spoken to the guy one time and they go to the funeral. They want you there for them. Funerals are for the living. You will regret not going. Go and be polite to everyone. Don't make jokes and don't judge others who you might think are grieving wrong. Go. They obviously want you there, so you're not intruding. Sit in the back. Stay quiet and respectful even at the after reception. This is no time to be the life of the party. Your friend asked you because this will likely be hard for them, and having you there will be a support they could use. If you can go, show up and be there. Your friend and their family will remember you went for years. You don't go to a funeral for the dead. You go for the living. Offer to drive them to and from. See what you can help with. Support them. I went to the funeral of my friend's dad last year. I hadn't seen his dad in probably 30 years. I went to support my friend who had invited me. Like my grandma always said, funerals are for the living, not the deceased. It's to help the surviving grieve and get some closure, and if that helps your friend by you being there, then go, but if it makes you very uncomfortable, you won't be much comfort to your friend. You have to go unless you want to majorly disrespect the people who just said they value you to the point of considering you family. I did this when asked in the same situation to support my friend, and she appreciated it greatly. You're going to support your friend in their time of mourning rather than to grieve over the deceased. My view on this is you go to the funerals to support your living friends for their loss, not to support the deceased. Sounds bad said like this. So, if your friend and his mom asked you, and you're willing to support them losing the deceased, go. Just know that you are there to support your friend. And don't make waves. Love and support go inwards to the people who are most affected. And any niggling complaints and upset that you might feel must be directed away from the situation. Have a friend on the outside in mind, whose role is to hear all your complaining so that you can vent when necessary. Keep the funeral focus on the people who are bereft, and you are in the clear.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.